All right, now let's look at the binomial theorem. The binomial theorem says that for any non-negative integer n, if we want to compute this x plus y raised to the n power, then what we get here is the sum of n choose k times x to the k times y to the n minus k. And we do that for each value of k from 0 up to n. So for starters, let's compute x plus 1 to the fourth. Okay, what this says is basically we're going to get this repeated for each value of k. So when k equals 0, we'll get, well, first up, let's do this. N is 4. So when k is 0, we're going to get 4 choose 0 times x to the k, y to the 4 minus k. The next term will be when k is 1. 4 choose 1, x to the k, y to the n minus k. 4 choose 2, x squared, y to the 4 minus 2 is 2. You can kind of look at it like we're starting with we're starting with 4 y's, and every time we go from one term to the next, one of these moves over to the x. So we get 0, 4, then we get 1, 3, then 2, 2. So let's see, the next one is going to be 4 choose. It's going to be 4 choose 3, x cubed, y to the first. Then finally 4 choose 4, x to the fourth, y to the 0. And let's don't leave it like that. Let's clean it up. 4 choose 0 is 1. So I'm going to go and write these underneath each of these. 4 choose 0 is 1. 4 choose 1 is 4. 4 choose 2, you do 4 times 3 over 1 times 2. So that's 12 over 2 is 6. 4 choose 3, that's 4, 3, 2, over 1, 2, 3. So that's 4. Then 4 choose 4. That's also just going to be 1. But how do we do that? Well, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So by using the tip there on each of these, we can come up with these numbers. All right, so let's rewrite this. This first term is going to be, let's see, it's 1 times y to the fourth. The next term is going to be 4xy cubed. The next one is going to be 6x squared y squared. Then 4x cubed y. And then last is going to be plus 1x to the fourth. That's it. So we can expand this x plus 1 to the fourth out just like this. All right. So this still takes a bit of time to do, but it's another way of doing this. Now, this next problem that I want to do says find the coefficient of x to the fifth in x plus 1 to the ninth. So if you think about what this would be, n is 9, and they're asking about when x has a coefficient of 5. So k to the fifth, or I'm sorry, k is equal to 5. So what we're looking for here is the term that looks like this. It's going to be 9 choose 5, x to the 5, and then the coefficient of y on there is going to be 4. I didn't mention that before, but notice this. On all of these terms here, this x and y, their coefficient or their exponents add up to 4. So this is what we got here, just 9 choose 5. And that's all they want is the coefficient. So it's going to be 9 So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 9, 8, 9.765. So I'm just going to run through that on here. 98765. Then divided by 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 126. Now you know me, I like to check my answers on this. So how can we do that? Well, I'm going to use Wolfram Alpha. Let's see, I'm going to click this thing. It says Desmos, but I'm going to create a new window over here, or a new tab rather. Go to Wolfram Alpha. What am I? And let's see, what were we looking at? It was x plus 1 to the 9th. And let's see. If I go down here to the expanded form, sure enough, there in the middle we've got 126x to the 5th. So I'm going to use that again in a minute to check my answer to this next one. This one, I was sure of the answer. This one, find the coefficient of x cubed in 2x plus 3 to the 5th. Okay, this one is a little trickier because it's got a coefficient on the x and we've got a 3 there instead of just a 1. So tell you what, I'm going to write this out. This is going to be the sum. K is going to go from 0 to 3 of n choose k. But on this, instead of x and y, what I've got is 2x to the k, and then 3 to the n minus k. So what I'm interested in here is when k equals 3, because we're only asking about the coefficient of x cubed. So if k equals 3, what we've got here is 5 choose 3 times 2x to the 3rd times 3 to the n minus k, so times 3 squared. So what I'm going to get here is 5 choose 3. You can work, I'll do that on the side. 5 times 4 times 3, 1 times 2 times 3. So what is that, 10? 2 cubed is 8, so 8x cubed, and 3 squared is 9. So 9 times 8 is 72, times 10 is 720. So the coefficient of x cubed in that is 720. And we managed to do that without a computer or anything like that, and without too much computation. Let's check it on here. Let's see. Let me make this. Let me resize it a bit. Here we go. So let's see. What was it? It was 2x plus 3 to the 5th. 2x plus 3 to the 5th. And we wanted the coefficient of x cubed. Come down here. Sure enough, the coefficient of x cubed is 720. All right. One more video, and we'll be done with this section.